At this early stage of the season, what's the biggest challenge for a team, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., early on, some teams know what kind of club they are. But for a lot of teams that had some turnover or coaching change, it's about finding who you are, finding your identity, figuring out what style is going to work.
A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. In it forward, it's Ingram and Williamson. Then it's Herb Jones, and it's Monroe in the point guard. The offensive rebound. Ball. Pass to Williamson. And here's Ingram. Back to Williamson. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Now here's Ball. Coming off a terrific game against Minnesota.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
So it's the Pelicans now, following the bucket by the Hornets. 5 on the clock. Jones finds Williamson. And he's going to the line for 2.
At the line for the Pelicans.
Easy to see that this Hornet squad loves to play at a fast pace, and for good reason. They're built to do just that. They push the ball up court fast and hard. And they really work hard to try and catch the opposition unprepared and unalert.
Now here's Brown. Last game he had 28 points. Here's Beauchamp. Over Jones. No good, off the front rim. And when it comes to their up-tempo play, do the Hornets' youthfulness play a part of that, you think, Clark?
There's no question about it, B.A. I mean, a younger squad definitely, I think, means more natural energy. So they've got more gas in that tank. Their amber light rarely comes on. And they can really outwork more experienced, older teams in some cases.
Here's Ball. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago, sinks the tray.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
Now here's Williamson. 6 points for him. Here's Monroe. And Beauchamp pulls it down.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Ball outside. Pass to Brown. Fires the 3. The shot misses, and it's New Orleans taking it the other way. Ingram on the wing. Here's Monroe. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Kim. Outside Jones. Buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Charlotte trailing. Now Ball. And on offense, he's been a force, scoring over 30 a game. Outside, Brown. Over Williamson. Again, Brown missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
It's good.
P.J. Washington, second personal foul.
Zion Williamson go to the line here. P.J. Washington picks one up. The free throw off from Williamson. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it.
New Orleans ball.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Here's Monroe. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Outside Ingram. Williamson with a screen on Brown. Ingram with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, rolling with purpose after setting the pick. Zion's terrific at recognizing how to score in these sets.
Outside, Brown. Ball, a screen on Ingram. To the paint, looking to win the run.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Timeout, Charlotte. Make some noise if you want a free t-shirt.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And here's ball to the middle. Kick out to Brown. Six on the shot clock. Lets it fly from 18. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Outside for Ingram. Williamson against Williams. And that one drops. Williamson's got 14 points for the game.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Here's Beauchamp. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And stolen by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the Hornets with possession here. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Here's Monroe, hounded by Ball. Kim. The Hornets pull it in. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Charlotte again missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting. Pass to Monroe. Takes a turnaround, Jay. Yep, that one goes.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
The Hornets shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. With the floater. And Ball with a nice bucket inside.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
Here's Monroe. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Oklahoma City.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And here's Brown for 3. Monroe grabs the miss.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Pass to Kim. Outside Ingram. Here's Monroe, hounded by Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Ball. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Right side Brown. Pulls up. Offensive board. And that one's good. McDaniel.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Here's Monroe doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. Pass to Ingram. Williamson with a screen on Brown. Ingram, the pass to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Personal foul.
All-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's McDaniel. Outside, Brown. Shot clock at 6. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
Fluke lead. You'll lose it soon enough.
And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Pass to Daniels. Puts the move on. The shot, no good. Nice D from Brown. Charlotte is shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Here's McDaniel. Back to Brown. Now here's Porter. Clock at 6. Here's McDaniel. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. He's got 6.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Pass to McCollum. Over Porter. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Nice aggressive play from Williamson, crashing the offensive glass and getting a second chance shot.
And here are the Hornets now. 15-point game. They want to keep rolling.
Go for it, MP. MP, come on.
Is this for real? This team is in the lead?
He's checked in for the...
Tee up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
We are off. Y'all ain't good.
The Pelicans shooting has been on another level. 68% for the game. So for New Orleans right now. Brandon Ingram out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Monroe in at the point. Down low. Here's Washington. No good that time. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They led the game at one point by 20. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Thanks to their stellar defensive intensity, they registered a ton of stops in that one.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Now here's Williams. There's Ball with a 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Here's Monroe. Pounded by Ball. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Now here's Bagley.
And the passing of Ingram, I mean, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball the way he does, effortless.
Ball outside. Outside. Williams. Ball outside. Ooh, good D by Bagley.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Ingram with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Washington passes to Ball. From deep three-point range. No good. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. Here's Monroe. He's got 6. Bagley a screen on Ball. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul.
That's a foul? Sorry,
Here at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Now here's Ball. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And stolen by Jones. Here's Ingram. Here's Kim. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And here's Porter outside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jump.
Shot from 12. And the Pelicans miss again. Charlotte has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Washington finds ball. Wide open. Jones grabs the board. For New Orleans, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Monroe. He's guarded by Porter. Unloads. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Ingram's gotten his first bucket of the night.
There's a great rhythm to that shot. You see the practice hours.
Now a timeout called by...
With a spark to get the offense going.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ball left side. Pass to Beauchamp. It's Williams, high post. The 3 from Ball. Counted from distance. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently, like they are now, should help them do it.
Now Jones. Here's Monroe. Bagley, a screen on Ball. Here's Monroe. Off target from 3-point range.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Thanks, guys. Well, Sexton, their last time out against the Thunder, was outstanding. He had 30 points, and his assist total was through the roof. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Here's Monroe. 10 points for him. Back to Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, a big-time leaper who can dunk it down with power and with ease.
Pass to Williams. Williams, a screen on Jones. Here's Beauchamp. Now here's Ball. He has 7. Clock at 4. On the wing, Porter takes a 3. Monroe grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Bagley, a screen on Ball. Back to Bagley. It's stolen by Washington. Here's Porter. Another miss by Porter.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Monroe with a bucket.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And here's Porter outside. Another miss by Porter.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Bagley. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Ball. A shot to stop the drought. Counted. Ball's got 9 points.
Well, I tell you what separates Ball from a lot of players his age is that his footwork is advanced. He's got almost a PhD in footwork.
Now here's Jones. 9 points in his last outing. Bagley, a screen on Porter. Here's Monroe. Fires in the triple. 15 points in the game.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Knocked away. Pass to Bagley. Ingram on the wing. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Outside Porter. From the arc. Rebounded by Ingram.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Pass to Kim. Now Bagley. Here's Monroe. He's got 15. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Porter, the pass to Ball. Outside for Porter. Shot to stop the run. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 3 assists tonight. When you look at Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he provides versatility out of the backcourt.
Bringing value as both a scorer and playmaker. BA, KPJ is not your traditional 1 or 2. I think he's more of a combo guard skill set, and his athleticism makes him an X factor. He's very comfortable with or without the ball.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Monroe. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Ball passes to Porter. Ball, a screen on Jones. And here's Porter outside. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. Kim. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Ball left side. Pass to Williams. Back to Ball. The Pelicans pull it in. Here's Monroe. He's got 17. And Ball's over to help. Here's Kim. Here's Monroe. Pass to Jones. Shot clock at 5. And another 3 for New Orleans.
They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
And for Charlotte, they're shooting 34% thus far in this game.
2 minutes.
Porter against Jones. There's Ball with a 3. Rebounded by Kim.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Bagley sets a screen. Goes up from the top of the key. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. 19 points in the game.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now here's Ball. 9 points in the game. That doesn't go either for Ball.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Here's Monroe. And it's New Orleans with another. Here's Porter. He had 16 in the win against Minnesota.
And he may have posed even more problems with his passing. They had to worry about him as a scorer and a distributor.
Now here's Ball. Trying to get back on track. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Ingram. He has 6. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Boy, they are fearless from the arc, and that's helping them protect this lead.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
A great open look there. Ball's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Monroe. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And here's Porter outside. And so it's New Orleans just dominating the opposition as they maintain a 36-point advantage. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Charlotte Hornets.
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And now, let's take a second here to look at what's ahead on the schedule.
In that game against the Spurs, let's be honest, they're clearly the better team. You can't afford to drop games where you're the heavy favorite.
This is a TCB game, taking care of business. Doesn't have to be pretty, just win.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. New Orleans has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. We've got Washington. He's out there with Jaylen Brown, and it's Williams in at the center position. That's the Hornets 5. Back to Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Living up to the immense hype, Zion is putting on a show, shouldering the load offensively.
Well, the Hornets shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Ball passes to Brown. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Monroe. And here's Ingram from the arc. Washington grabs the miss. Pass to Ball. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Monroe, hounded by Ball. Shot clock at 6, picked by Williamson. Off the left rim and out. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And here's Brown for 3. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington.
Where's the team I'm used to seeing? Because they ain't here tonight.
For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Monroe, hounded by Ball. Here's Ingram. And the Pelicans miss again.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting 70% from the field, a performance that has been fun to watch. Brown against Ingram. Oh, the turnaround jumper, count it. Ingram's got 11 points.
Slick move, makes the turnaround jumper look easy.
Here's Beauchamp, defended by Jones. Williams with the screen. Another miss by Brown. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Monroe, hounded by Ball. Pass to Kim. Here's Monroe. And here's Ingram. The baseline J, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 13.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Now here's Williams. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And here's Brown for 3. Again, Brown missing. The Pelicans have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Jones. Picked by Williamson. Jones, the pass to Williamson. That shot off the mark. And Charlotte going the other way now. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. Washington finds ball. Brown. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Ingram. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Jones in the post, hounded by Ball. Jones misses.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Washington, and Washington powers it through.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Williamson with a screen on Ball. Inside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession here.
And disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Monroe. Give him 23. Pass to Forbes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Williamson. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Charlotte has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Deflected. And so it looks like the Hornets will retain possession here. New Orleans making some changes. C.J. McCollum comes in.
You got this, MP.
Pass to Bagley. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Ingram. Baseline jumper right on the money. Ingram's got 15 points.
Ingram knocking down the long two. He's extremely effective from there.
Ball passes to Washington. To the middle. And Washington powers it through.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Ingram against Brown. Bagley, a screen on Brown. Here's Ingram. And so it's New Orleans with a gigantic 30.
64. The Pelicans, 97. Fans, please give a big round of applause to your Hornets youth. Substitution on the court.
Keep it going out there. No let up.
So for the Pelicans right now, Ingram and Zion, the former Dukies, in it forward. And it's Forbes in at the 5, roaming the paint. Back to Brown. Well, Clark, when you joined the NBA in 1982, there were around 300 players. Nowadays, it's over 500.
Yeah, you know, some would argue that's more opportunities, which is factual, but also others would say it's a little watered down now. But there are more good players, so I think it's basically an expansion of the talent level we see across the world. And the world is where the game is played, and that continues to be demonstrated by the number of international players that continue to make a mark on the NBA. So overall, I think it's a good thing to see the number of players expand at the NBA level.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense.
And after a rough first half, they're finally finding a nice groove here.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte. Puts up the 8-footer. Not going to go that time. Charlotte has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to McDaniel. Baseline jumper. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Monroe, hounded by Ball. Ingram on the wing.
Come get it, come get it.
Let's go with a 3. McDaniel pulls it in. And for the Hornets, they're shooting about 43% on this one. Jackson on the wing, covered by Ingram. And the NBA enjoying the highest attendance.
Personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Hornets.
I mean, when you factor in the popularity of the league now with the various social media platforms that exist, the star magnitude power of the game's biggest stars worldwide, I just think it's a different time. More teams.
Zion Williamson. First personal foul. 15 foul.
Engaging that didn't exist in the early 80s.
And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in. A difficult situation for Charlotte. Ball passes to Williams. Now Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Hey, guys, you're not going to slow down Brown when he's scoring the ball like this. I mean, he's simply on a tear right now.
Pass to Ingram. Williamson with a screen on Brown. Really left him alone that time. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Brown. It's tipped. Here's Monroe. Outside for Ingram. To the wing, right side. Ingram on the wing. Shoots over Brown. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Ingram's got 19 points.
The shot-making ability of Ingram, persistent in how he attacks the defense. I love it.
Here's Brown. And counted from 12 feet.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Pass to Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
You know, coach gets mad when Williamson gets hit and there's no whistle, and it happens a lot.
Here's Ball. And in international soccer, we see the worst teams relegated to a lower tier. Clark, you think the NBA needs more consequences for losing?
You know, I don't think there are more needed, Brian, when you consider the fact that flattening the lottery odds was a step in the right direction recently. And then you think about the play-in tournament as well. I think that, too, adds a level of disincentive for losing. So right now, I think the NBA is in a pretty good place in terms of dissuading teams from losing.
Now here's Brown.
Hey, who's watching though?
There's a minute 26 left to play in the 4th quarter. Williams. Brown passes to Ball. 5 to shoot. And it's all from 3-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
for the Pelicans.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Clutch.
I tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
And Washington powers it through.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Here's Monroe. And he was fouled in the act of shooting.
How the heck is that a foul, ref? You need LASIK.
The distractions kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Back to Williams. Lets it go. Monroe grabs the miss. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. A stink. Road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd.
What's up, MP?
MP, over here, over here.
Feeling you, MP.
The time travel?
MP, I want to chat with you for a minute.
What's up, Coach?
I've just been reading in the press how we're facing a guy tonight that many people are saying is deserving of some hardware at the end of the season. Even more deserving than you.
Coach, you know I don't pay that kind of talk no mind.
Well, I kind of wish you would. We need you to take this game personally.
Okay.
All right, I want you to shut him down. Leave no doubt who the top dog is in any award race.
I can do that.
I know you can. Now go show everybody else.
Regular season just getting started. What's it like for rookies, Greg, who are beginning these new pro careers?
Let me tell you, Kevin, the speed of the pro game is startling. Things are happening so fast, it can take years for the game to slow down.
Now, here is Russell. High, arcing shot. He lays it in.
So shifty with the ball in his hands. Russell changes pace with the best of them.
Monroe, the pass to Williamson. Ingram outside. Williamson a screen on Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Ingram. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Russell passes to Pearson. And that one is hammered home.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
And Monroe kicks to Ingram. Back to Monroe. Williamson is screen on Russell. Inside. And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's Vassell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Now Monroe. He kicks to Ingram. Back to Monroe. Got a piece of it. Pass to Kim. There's the three. And the Pelicans get it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And the latest now from our... It's all yours. Take it away.
Caught up with Coach Wes Unseld Jr. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch-up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
Yeah, I think they might want to play at a slower pace and try and avoid a track meet.
Here's Monroe, following the bucket by the Spurs. Williamson, the screen. Ingram, and count it from 19 feet away.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. His versatility is a boon for this offense.
Now here's Johnson. He had 15 points last outing. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain. And the Spurs with possession. 5 to shoot. Russell, no good. The Pelicans have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs' playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Fame.
Now here's Johnson after D'Angelo Russell's miss.
He just looks off this quarter. It looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Ingram outside. Down low. Here's Sohan. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Russell, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Jones. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shot.
Shooting for New Orleans. Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. So they take the lead.
Carving out space with his size. Williamson instantly cashing in on the offensive glass.
Russell finds Vassell. From 11 feet away. Second chance shot. And it's Sohan missing.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Monroe. A shot. No good. And the Spurs going the other way now. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
Great job. First team. At the line for San Antonio,
Johnson is listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless to use it makes him valuable.
Pelicans shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Pelicans.
And so Monroe nails both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Vassell, the bounce pass. Pearson passes to Russell from past the arc. And it's Kim with the rebound. New Orleans leading by 3. Monroe dishes to Williamson. Now here's Ingram. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Takes a step back. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Powerful move there by Williamson. He's not afraid to throw his weight around in the paint.
And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his first
personal foul. Second team foul.
Zohan, the pass to Russell. Pass to Zohan. Lock at 6. Johnson surveying the floor.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And Monroe kicks to Ingram. Kim, the pass to Monroe. Over Russell. Monroe, no good.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And there's the pass to Russell. It's deflected.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Kept alive. Here's Williamson. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New Orleans. Monroe against Russell. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Monroe, the pass to Williamson. Ingram outside. And there's Williamson on the assist from Ingram. And now it's a 9-point Pelican lead. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Pearson. The dish to Johnson. There's the pick. Pass to Russell. Here's Vassell. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for New Orleans. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
2 points. That one goes.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And now the first. Change it.
You're doing what you're doing, all right? Go get them.
The definition of luck. Now, photo of your team. Wow.
Spurs trail by 9. You got Terry Rozier. He's out there with Russell. And it's Zohan in at the second. So that's who San Antonio starts the second round. Johnson can't get it to go.
And they continue to control the glass.
Monroe, the pass to Ingram. To the paint. And slammed up by Ingram.
Going for a dunk. Ingram uses that physicality, clearing the defense out of his way.
Russell passes to Rozier. Russell sets a screen for Rozier. Shoots over Monroe. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Johnson. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Ingram. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway.
That's not a foul. Are you kidding me?
Has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Clutch in the last time out against Charlotte just was phenomenal. He picked up 26 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And here is Monroe after the three-pointer from Keldon Johnson. Here's Daniels. Another one falls for New Orleans.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And the pass to Sohan. To the middle. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And here's Daniels. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Time called here, the Spurs.
Contentious it gets. No bad blood between these teams right now, but that can change over the course of the season.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. And New Orleans also making a change. Jones is checked in. Off the left rim and out.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Pass to Vassell. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Another one falls for New Orleans.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Pass to Sohan. Dishes to Johnson. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows.
Nice eyes, ref. You know a foul when you see one.
Far from the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
We've seen some kids go directly from high school, RJ, to the G League. How do you think that's working out so far?
Green and Kuminga sure look good. And look, I think for a small select group of individuals, they should go and start working on their profession. No different than a musician, a tennis player. You should go and start focusing on your profession. But for other players, they need college development. I needed college for 3 years, and then that is what helped me become a better pro.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts, a scorching 88%.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Johnson outside. Back to Rozier. No good from outside. Here's New Orleans. They're on an 18-4 run. Here's Monroe. Again, the Pelicans score.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Vassell kicks to Russell. Here's the screen. Passes it to Sohan. And a missed layup.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
And the Spurs with possession after Brandon Ingram missing on that last 3-pointer. Russell with it. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. 6 to shoot. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Ingram passes to Williamson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Fires for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Right now.
The Spurs shooting only 21% from the field so far. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Sohan, the pass to Vassell. Shoots over Ingram. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Monroe, right side. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Monroe's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Shot to stop the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Forbes checked in. Now here is Monroe. A 26-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
And it's Ingram missing. San Antonio's gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Vassell kicks to Johnson. Good on the shot.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Monroe, the pass to Forbes. Ingram against Johnson. Tries from 10. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks to Hollins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
The 7th and 8th. He's been the guy making things happen for the Pelicans. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody.
Their game plan has been pretty straightforward. Attack inside, make the defense give laps, and so.
And let's take a look at the standings as the Western Conference. And that is it for halftime, folks.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram. Then there's Williamson. Then there's Monroe. And it's Kim in at the 5 spot. Spurs trail by 19. Outside, Russell. Johnson outside. Out to the right wing. Pearson passes to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. There's the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for San Antonio. Williamson is screen on Russell. The pass to Jones. Beyond the arc. It's Ingram on the wing. Williamson with the screen for Ingram. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Ingram's got 17.
And we've seen this type of effortless dominance from Ingram before, growing accustomed to carrying the load.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for San Antonio, Devin Vassell. 2 shots.
Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. That one misses. New Orleans leading by 18. And Monroe, bucket on the assist from Williamson. And that's 13 points for Clutch.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Pearson passes to Vassell. Second chance effort, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Oh, that's inexcusable defense. Once Williamson buries himself inside, you know he's looking for the throwdown.
Pearson passes to Vassell. Outside, Russell. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Kim's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Now here's Ingram. 17 points in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance.
Keldon Johnson. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting from the line.
There are 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Rozier, he's checked in for Vassell. Rozier looking around. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's Kim, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain the Russell against Monroe. 6 on the shot clock. Kim, the pass to Monroe. Over Russell. Monroe, no good. The Spurs have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Pass to Pearson. He dishes it to Johnson. Trying to end the drought. And it's good on the way in. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
The defense needs to do more against Johnson. He gets assertive for the finish.
And Monroe kicks to Williamson. Ingram outside. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's Russell with a 3. Good D by Williamson.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Shots good by Kim.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Johnson outside. For 3. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Spurs.
God, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Ingram passes to Kim. Out to Ingram. Williamson a screen on Johnson. Here's Ingram. Monroe wide open. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. 16 points for Clutch.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Time called here, the Spurs.
Walking around like a penguin, chest out. Really?
Monroe against Russell. Pass to Johnson. Launches a 3. That shot is off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game is the first and last of their home series.
The explosive.
What? Come on, man. That's a soft foul.
Shooting for New Orleans, Zion Williamson. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Russell passes to Johnson. And he drives in. And it's Kim with the rebound. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 15-5 run. Here's Jones. Count the basket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pearson passes to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Nice move by Johnson. He is solid off the dribble.
For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Now Monroe, 16 points for him. Five on the clock. Williamson is screen on Russell. Monroe, the pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness, along with that strength, just so lethal.
Passes to Sohan. Inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one.
That's right, ref. Keep control of this game.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pelicans. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Forbes checked in, and Daniels subbed in for Herbert Jones. Now the pass to Williamson. Ingram wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Ingram's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot.
Here's Rozier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the left wing. Here's Hollins. Pocket 6. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Rozier against Monroe. Forbes dishes to Williamson. Monroe outside. Over Rozier. They grab their own miss. Williamson with the bucket.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Now here's Hollins. He's covered by Daniels. Hollins kicks to Rozier. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple years. Here's a guy who was just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
The Spurs shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's Ingram. Sweet little floater. Ingram's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Ingram uses that floater so effectively, pulls it out of his bag when the defense isn't expecting.
Now here's Hollins. Not a lot of room. And stolen by Williamson. And now the Pelicans on the break. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got 6.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Zohan. He's got 9. There's the pick. They need this. And it's Daniels with the rebound. And the numbers of Terry Rozier. As you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up. And that helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
Now, here's Hollins. He's got 8, and there's the foul. It's on Clutch. Third foul so far. Timeout called by New Orleans.
Pelicans, timeout. Let's hear it for the Spurs Red Squad dance team.
Now, here is Monroe. Pass to Ingram. Monroe looking around. Williamson finds Monroe. Gets Ingram atop the key. Hits it from three-point range. Ingram's got 27 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
You've got Russell, and it's Johnson in at the 4 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. Russell from long range. Pelicans with the rebound. Jones has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Monroe, the pass to Ingram. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the...
Second team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram. 2 shots.
The franchises now are selling for over $3 billion. You got to think that the expansion fee will at least be that much per team.
Pearson passes to Hollins. Drops in the tray.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And Monroe kicks to Ingram. 14 feet away. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Ingram's got 15 points in just the second half. And here's Hollins. Johnson with a screen on Jones. Here's Hollins. Pelicans with the rebound. Ingram's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Monroe right side. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Johnson. There's the dish to Hollins. Here's Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Pass to Monroe. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
So it's the Spurs now, following the score by New Orleans. Russell against Monroe. A drive by Russell.
And just loving the attack.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Spurs, D'Angelo Russell.
And so Russell hits them both.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Monroe dishes to Ingram. Monroe left side. Over Hollins. That one a little long. Spurs have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Passes it to Pearson. They set the pick from 10 feet out, and that one's good. Russell's got 15 points in just the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Monroe, the pass to Williamson. Monroe down low. He's covered by Hollins. Ingram off a pick from Monroe. And it's Ingram missing. Ingram with the steal. Monroe finds Ingram. Now here's Wall. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Brandon Ingram.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Monroe, following the bucket by the Spurs. Outside, Wall takes the three. Good on the triple.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And here's Hollins following the three-pointer by John Wall. And it's Russell missing.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
All with it. So we see New Orleans taking the W here to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way. they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.